I'm back. Jaden, no. No touchy. Thank you. I want to discuss our possible future children. We really want to have another baby, at least one more. I would really like to try for a girl because I'm in a house full of guys. But aside from that, it's not so much when is a good time for, say, Jaden or us financially or anything like that. It's a big production. It's going to be a big production, especially now that I've been diagnosed with a incompetent cervix. It requires a lot of planning ahead because, um, one, if I get pregnant, um, I'll have to have a cerclage placed between 12 and 13 weeks. So right as I'm hitting my second trimester, I'm going to be having a surgery. I most likely will be on bed rest again. Whether that is a home bed rest or hospital bed rest, we don't know, especially with how early I went with Jaden. Then there's uh, sorry. Then there's the possibility of another preterm birth, and we also have to consider our son, who right now is getting ready to turn 1. When will this be convenient for us? Because I'm a stay-at-home mom. When I was pregnant with him, I had some family members that were living close by that could come over. They had specific days they would come over and they would help out clean up the house before my husband got home. And uh, and whatnot. So, but now, if I was to have another baby, I'd have to have somebody here pretty much all day long until my husband got home to take care of Jaden because I wouldn't be able to. And I don't want to put that burden on anybody else. And I don't want, I don't know. It's a really hard decision. And I guess I'm kind of hoping that God is just going to throw it at us and we'll just deal with it if it happens. But because then we don't have to procrastinate making a decision about it. I would really like to have another baby before I'm 30. I just turned 27 and I had planned on having at least 2 children by the time I was 25. I didn't want to have any more after I was 25. But as they say, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. So I guess he laughed at me big time. So uh, I I don't know. We, like I said, we want to have another baby really bad, and I've wanted to have another baby pretty much since I had Jaden. Almost instantly, I wanted to get pregnant again because I missed being pregnant. I still miss being pregnant. I miss feeling the movements. I miss just the overall feeling of being important, I guess. So, I will. But I will definitely tell you all when and if we're going to have another baby. Um, but right now, it's not in our cards. Plus, financially, we're still getting back on track after having Jada. Having him early definitely um, put a a big dent in our savings. We really went through our savings just trying to get back and forth to the hospital and whatnot, not including the medical bills that were that we that acquired afterward. So we're slowly getting out of that little hole we got into, but we definitely want to be out of that hole completely before we have another baby. Because if it happens again, we want to have at least some savings back again before that's to happen again. So, but yeah, that's our issue with having another baby right now, or not having another baby right now. So, anybody else who has an incompetent cervix is more than welcome to give me any kind of hints or tips on what they did when they had more children. I know there's lots of women who have babies back to back to back to back, even with an incompetent cervix. But how did you handle your other children and stuff like that? Did you have support? These are things that we really would like to know about. So if you have any information on it, I'd definitely love to hear it. Um, just so we're making sure we're making a very informed decision. So, but I will talk to you all later. Just wanted to talk about that a little bit because I know a lot of you all were curious, and it's funny because I can't get my family to understand why we're hesitating so much. They don't understand. I don't think they really grasp how serious this is going to be. It's not so much serious. It's just going to be difficult. Serious is not the issue. It's just difficult because there's, like I said, a lot of planning involved, and now we have a baby that we need to think about. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm done now.